What's good, YouTube?
For the old man.
That's right. We are back again. Welcome back to the Old Man Games channel. This is Starters Order 7. We're getting ready for episode number 4. This is a horse racing simulation. We've been building up our stable here, getting ready to race. We finally, after 3 long, grueling episodes, have arrived at the place where we got some racehorses, y'all. Some that we've bred. We got 3 fillies here in our stable that are ready to get to it. Be Calm, Gone Girl, who we renamed, and Super Gift, who we were unable to rename, if you recall from episode 3 previously. So let's just take a look at the 3 that we have here and get them geared up to start racing. So this first one, Be Calm, she is a 892-pound filly, average build. Her preference is slower track. Her disposition is laid back. Her color, as you can see, is light gray. Breeding indicator. Now this isn't always the case. They may be able to run longer than this, and sometimes they may be suitable for races shorter. Again, this is just an indicator. She has a 1 mile indicator. Her stamina isn't that much. These are her current set of attributes here. Now, fitness and conditioning, I believe this can fluctuate, as well as potential. Her potential here, she can realize it, but I don't think these other ones really will change much in terms of getting better. I think they could possibly get worse as she ages, but we may not race her too long. It just depends. Meaning, their racing career is anywhere from, let's say, 2 years old, 3 years old. If they're really good, they'll get until they're 4-year-old and possibly 5. But around 4-ish, 5 years old is around the time I look to begin to breed them. And you know, there's different ways to do this. You can continue to race the horses once you start breeding them. I typically don't, but who knows? In this series, as we progress, I may do that. We'll play it by ear. So just know, once they begin to breed, they're not completely retired out of the game, but for the most part, you know. So here's her lineage. It's 2. She was created by 2 horses in our stable. Her sire, meaning her father, is Double the Trouble. Her mother is a grade 1 horse, Come Hither. So let's take a quick look at her father, Double the Trouble, one of our studs. And his offspring, here's his offspring. And what they've been able to do. He has quite a few, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me just take a look at his oldest offspring. Yeah, Dusky Royale, I believe that was ours. So all of his offspring came from us. So he hasn't bred any offspring outside of our confines. That's Double the Trouble. Come Hither, maybe a little bit different for her. Yeah, it's different for her. She bred before she made her way to us. But anyhow, this is their daughter, Be Calm, and we will see what she can do. Take a look at her other attributes. I really like her finish application. I think she's gonna be, well, she doesn't have much of a cruising burst. That might be okay. Her extra speed rating is solid. Looks like around a little bit above average. I'm gonna call 50 average. This is 50 right here. And then, as you can see, her potential. So I might look to put her in races anywhere from 5 furlongs up to the 1 mile. We'll see how she does. And for those of you who are new to horse racing, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and I can look this up when I have a chance, but I want to say eight furlongs equals 1 mile, right? So you'll typically see races that are 5 furlongs at the shortest, 6 furlongs, 7 furlongs. You won't see 8 because 8 is a mile, so that'll just be a mile. And then you'll see like 1 mile, 1 furlong, 1 mile, and 2 furlongs, 1 mile, and 3 furlongs. And I believe anything above a mile is typically considered long distance. So those type of horses would generally need some sort of stamina to really compete in those races. And as I said, BCOM stamina here is relatively low. So we're going to keep her as a sprinter and see how it goes. She has decent speed, really good acceleration and start. This is just how fast they break out of the gate. So we'll see how she does. Then we have Gone Girl, our second filly. She is a 948 pound average build. Her preference is for muddy tracks. Her disposition is normal. She's dark gray. These are her attributes. She doesn't have much speed or stamina. I don't know about Gone Girl. We're gonna have to keep an eye on her. I didn't realize that with her speed. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. I was just looking at her potential here. Even though her actual is way low, she seems to have a lot of potential. So let's see how she does. I may race her sparingly this season, but we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Let's see who her parents are. Oh, this is another Double Trouble specials. Double the Trouble. So they're sisters. These are 2 sisters here. Double the Trouble is also her father, and her mother in this case is Ellie Elusive, I believe is how you say that. That's a 10-year-old mare that we purchased for just under 40 grand. Yeah, and we'll see how this turns out. She doesn't have many offspring. Oops, not that. Oh yeah, that is what I was gonna gauge. So we'll see how that plays out with Gone Girl. I'm not sure now that I see her speed. Not sure how long we'll hang on to her, but we'll see how she performs in her races, and that'll determine how long she stays in our stable, in our racing stable. And then the last filly we have here is Super Gift. This is a 954 pounder, average build. Her preference is for a fast track. Disposition is normal. Color is Bay 3. Breeding indicator is 1 mile. Oh, real quick, I didn't see what Gone Girl's breeding indicator. Okay, they're all 1 milers. And they all lack stamina. She sort of lacks speed as well, even though she has good start. Let's look at her larger attributes. Oh, she's missing finish application. So these last 2 here, Super Gift and Gone Girl, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if they'll survive. But we'll see how they race, and we'll determine if, how long we'll. Oh, look at this. All 3 of them are sisters. They all belong to Double the Trouble. That was not on purpose. I wasn't looking into that as I was making my decisions, but that's good to know that he's producing in this way. Look at her mother, Takawiri, I believe is how you pronounce that. And a look at her offspring. So this is Super Gift. She has a yearling in the mix right now. Okay, so we'll test the waters with these 3. We'll see how they do. Honestly, I believe the best is Be Calm. So let's now go through to see where and how we can schedule them to a race. So there's different ways to go about scheduling the races. I want to say this diary notes is a good way to do it. Now on this diary notes screen, like I said again, there's different ways to do this. You can do it either from their page. I like doing it this way because I get to see sort of a holistic view of all of the races as well as the calendar year, even though that's the case for everything. But again, and as I work my way through the seasons and through the episodes, I'll show, we will display the various ways in which you can schedule. So Be Calm, let's focus on her. So when you click on this will, everything here will just essentially filter to all the races that Be Calm is eligible for. And you can further refine by paring down the distance, even though the distance is listed here. And by further refine, I just essentially mean further filter, but we'll just go off of this for now. Let me take a look here to see what race our race is I would like to sign Be Calm up for. And remember, Be Calm they're all sprinters, but she's the one who has, I believe, the most potential because she has the most speed and acceleration of the three. So let's just take a look here. Oh wow, okay, so doesn't look like there's a race that she would be eligible for until we get here in May. So I think I might put her in one of these Louisville, Kentucky races. This is around the time of the Derby as well, if I'm not mistaken. But it'll be between these two races here. Let's just take a look. Now, this is the history of this race and the previous winners. That's what this is listing. Their trainers, their jockeys, their going runners. Oh, that reminds me, jockey. You know what? Let's take a step back before we do any of this. And this is what I began to do in the previous episode before I shut down because it takes time. Let's go through and sign up a jockey. I don't believe at this point we would need an apprentice. We can also get an apprentice as well. Actually, you know what? I may do both. So let's just take a look here to see if we can sign up a jockey. Now, and there's two ways to do this. You can sign up a jockey that will be your main jockey, or you can pick one each race. I like to sign one up so that he gets familiar with the horses. So let's just see what we got. Oh, and then real quick too, this is their rank, the name of the jockey, how much the jockey weighs, which plays a part. This is their season win/run ratio, meaning how many wins they collected so far during the season and how many races they've ran. And then here's their career statistics. So this is the season, meaning the 2026 season that we're in now, and then this is their entire career. And then these are group wins and losses. Remember how I explained about groups 1, 2, and 3? So if they've won any of those, and the slash is by number. So this first one is group 1 wins, the second is group 2 wins, and then the third will be group 3 wins, like that. That's how that works. Okay. And then this tells you if they're already retained or attached by another stable. So sort of the free agents, and you can see who's already signed up to who, right? So let's see, this guy right here, Saez, I tend to like him, and I select him from time to time in my other saves. But let me just take a look. Oh yeah, and then you can click on them and see even further what their skills are, their honesty rep, because they give you feedback after each race, and then their obedience rep. There's a way to give them instructions on how you want them to run the race. I typically stay away from that, I'll be honest. Sometimes I'll dabble in it, but for the most part, I stay away from that. So when I look through these skill sets and attributes, I tend not to put that much weight onto the obedience category, because like I said, I don't necessarily give much in terms of instruction, but I do pay attention to skill and honesty rep quite a bit. So let's just take a look around to see if we can find ourselves. See, the only thing with him is he weighs so much. He's 124 pounds. Oh, he's already taken. And there's more. These aren't the only ones. These are just the top 20. So let's take a peruse. Can't really look at Elliot. These are his career stats here. You know what? I think I'm leaning towards this guy, Ram Sammy. Oh, okay. I think this is the one, D. Clark. Now, what I like about D. Clark, his weight is really low. He's 115 pounds. His fee is kind of up there, but that's okay. Because look at his skills, his honesty, and I mean, this to me is the best attribute combination we've seen so far, and you pair that with his weight. I mean, how can you go wrong there? So yeah, I think that's who I want. D. Clark. Damn, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot how to sign him up. What do I do? Here we go. So D. Clark is the jockey that we wish to retain. Boom. And then I'm going to click this option right here to auto book retainer Now wait, did I unclick it or click it? Damn it. I think this is clicking it, but we'll find out once I schedule the horse and see. So this is just to auto book D. Clark when I schedule a horse, if possible, meaning if he's available. And then let's take a look at the apprentices here to see if we can add an apprentice. Ooh. And I'm not sure that we necessarily need one because we only have 3 horses, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just lock them down anyhow. And I think I'm gonna run with this one, Tunin. I really like his skill set here. And he has a weekly wage though, but hey, we got the money, we can afford it. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I like to spend time really building up our foundation and our operation so that we can really, once we hit the ground, we hit the ground running. Right, so we'll go ahead and hire our apprentice as well. So we have our 2 jockeys, D. Clark and his apprentice, A. Tunon. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. You know, for those of you who watch my series, you know I'm not good with these fancy names. I just don't have the sound effects on this series as I do on the OOTP series, but that's beyond the point. Anyhow, we have our 2 jockeys. We're in the game. Let's go back and make our way back to the diary, which, you know what? I already showed you the diary. Let me show you the other way. So here we'll go on to Be Calm and we can click on this where it says enter. This is, as it says there, click to enter this horse for a future race. So if we click that, this will bring us to this. This is a scheduling page specifically for this horse. These are filters, as it says, race filters. We can filter by distance, age group, race type, but I'm gonna leave this open. Oh, look at that. There's actually more races we could put her in that didn't show up on that other screen. Here's a grade 2 race right here for 2-year-olds, a 5 furlong grade 2 open race. The purse is for 49 grand. And you know what? I think I'm gonna put Be Calm in this race. Now the distance is 1,600. It's almost 1,700 miles away from our home base, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? Look here. There's a late declaration penalty of 6,800. So we didn't register her in time for this race. That's the reason why it didn't show up on the other screen. So let me just scroll through to see if we can find. And then here's the declaration cutoff. You see this right here? The declaration penalty cutoff. So all the races above this, if we tried to register this horse for any of these races, there will be some sort of similar late declaration penalty. But I want to avoid that. I don't necessarily want to throw money away for no reason, even though we do have money. Don't get it twisted. Okay, look here. Here's a grade 3 race on February. So this is next month. Right now, we're on January 23rd of 2026. Here's a race that's next month on February 13th in Virginia, which is in this game, because remember, it's loosely based on reality. We're just gonna flow with it and suspend our disbelief for the hour or so that we play this game. So we'll assume everything here is correct or accurate, right? So this particular race venue is just over 1,200 miles from our home base. So far, okay, the purse is 32,777. There's 6 horses so far signed up for it. If I click on it, we can see the 6 horses here. So that'll allow us to see how we fare against them. Now let me enter the horse, and now when I enter the horse, and she shows up over here, I want to see D Clark automatically show up here as well, and that'll mean that we click that button properly. So let's see. No. Okay, I'm gonna remove her for now. Let me go back to my Jackies and re-click that button. Oops, did not mean to do that. I hope I can do that. Hold on. Okay, we go Jockeys. Oh, here it is. This button right here. Okay, so now we have that clicked. So now, if we go back to BCom, go enter her in the race, get back to this race here. Okay, so now when we enter her, we should see D Clark automatically. Boom, boom, we in the game, y'all. Okay, so we've officially registered BCom into this race, and we'll see how it goes. Now, if we want, we can also enter her into more races as well while we're here. Let me just scroll through. I think I'm gonna try to find that race that was in May that we saw on the other page and enter her in. Okay, it hasn't shown up here yet, but that's okay, we can enter her on the other screen. So let's go to the diary page. We got her on that race. BCom, let's scroll down to May. That's another reason for using this menu to sign up for races, is you literally get to see the entire year worth of races. Whereas on that other screen, I believe it's limited to however many weeks or months from where you are at the time that you look to schedule. All right, so let's make our way all the way down. If you look in May, April, here we go, okay? There's these 2 races in Louisville, and these are pretty big too. The purse is $212,000. So, like I said, this shows the previous winners of this specific race at this racetrack. This down here shows our horses who are eligible to be registered for this race. And I am going to sign BCom up. So by clicking her, wait, hold on. Okay, by clicking that, I believe that signs her up. Yep, it does. So when we come here back to her page, you can see her future races. So future races declared / planned for this horse. We have the February 13th race in Virginia, which is gonna come up, and then we have the May 4th race in Louisville. So one is, they're both grade 3 races. All right, so let's look at, let me go back, put that back on BCom. Just gonna scroll through the entire year to see if we can preliminarily look at all of the races to see theoretically what all we would have a race for, even though I'll still look at that other screen as well as we make our way through the year. And then as you see, they have international races on here as well. Like this is in Singapore, but the further the distance, the less they tend to perform. Ooh, look at this. Okay, in July, there's 2 big races here, one in Hollywood, and then there's 2 more in Louisville. I think I might sign her up for this Hollywood race. Yeah, that has the biggest purse. It's a juvenile championship race. So we'll sign BCom up for that one as well. Those are 3 races. And we can always cancel here with these buttons, but for now we're gonna keep those. All right, let's see what else is on the calendar. And that was what I try to, also another thing is, I try to give them enough space in between races so that they can recover from races. Although there are some that are, you know, that sometimes you have to just put them in and they're really close to each other. So that last race we signed her up for was on July 1st. See, there are a couple other races in July that look pretty good. There's a grade 2 race here, Saratoga Springs, but I think I will hold her off. Ooh, I'll wait till the August Saratoga Springs. I'll enter her in one of these grade 2 races. And I just did it eeny, meeny, miny, mo quickly in my head there. So we'll enter BCom into that. That's like what? How many? That's 4 races so far for BCom. That's August. Let's see what else. And then a month later in September, I'll sign her up for this 7 furlong race. And I'm really only gonna do this for BCom. I think she has the most potential out of these 3 2-year-olds we have here. Ooh. Now this is a bit of a longer race. It's a 1 mile race, but it's a grade 1 race in November. We'll have this be her last one, the capper. So if we look at her now, boom, we're pretty much set. We went through and we set her entire calendar for the year. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races that I would, and these are planned entries, so you know they'll send us reminders and we'll register her in the appropriate time. And that's just so it's like a set it and forget it type of thing, so we don't have to run into the issue that I showed with the late declaration penalties. All right, so we got BCom scheduled for the year. Now the other 2, since I'm not so sure about them, we're gonna do them one at a time. So with Gone Girl, and again, it's their speed and stamina that are in question, right? So let's see, I'm gonna look to enter them, both Gone Girl and the other one, into a maiden race. Now for those of you who are new to horse racing, what a maiden race is, that's a race for a horse who has never won a race before. Not a horse who has never raced, but just a horse who has never won a race. So as you notice, with BCom, I didn't schedule BCom for any, what is F? Anyway, I didn't schedule BCom for any maiden races. We just went straight for the juggler with her, because I'm a bit more confident in her. But these other ones, and hold on, let me make sure we pass the line. Nope, okay, let's pass the line first. With these other ones, being that it's more, you know, I'm testing them out a bit more, I'm just gonna enter them in a maiden race. But I'll do it after the 13th, because the first horse that I wanna see is BCom. So with these maiden races, what I'm looking for really as a determining factor is distance, how far the race is from our home. Oh, look at this one right here. We got one that's 108 miles away. So you know what? I'm gonna enter both of them, not in the same race, but on the same day. So one I'll enter in this one race, and I'll enter the other one in the other race. Right? So we'll enter Gone Girl. We're gonna enter Gone Girl into this one. So you see D. Clark automatically gets it. So that's the February 21st race in Texas. And then if I click on Super Gift to enter her, I think there may have been a better way to do that, but whatever, guys. We just rolling with it. We rolling with it. Okay, here we go. Here's the Texas race. Now you see this little icon right here, this P, that indicates that we already have a horse in that race. And we can enter more than one if we want, but in this particular case, I'm gonna go ahead and enter Super Gift in the other race. So we got 2 racing on the same day. Not sure what that is. Anyway, so as you can see, our vehicle got upgraded because we're gonna transport 2 horses to the same location essentially on that day. Both of those races are at the same track. They're just 2 different races. Okay, so we're pretty much done there. We got the 3 horses that we're ready to race essentially. Got them signed up for some races, which we should have time in this episode to at least go through some of them. We may not get through an entire calendar at this point now that we're going to begin racing. I try to keep these episodes limited to, let's say, anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes or so to about an hour and 45 minutes or so. I try not to hit the 2-hour mark, but we'll play it by ear. Let's flow through. So we got them all signed up. Now that we're sort of squared away with the racing, let's delve into our breeding. Okay, so we have all of our studs are signed up and they're getting it on with their partners to get them pregnant. We have a handful of horses pregnant, and we are also still on the lookout for more. Oh, and remember, the directive that I set from the last episode is some of these horses, especially the ones that are 95 and below, we're going to look at them on a case-by-case basis to determine who we want to keep and who we want to part ways with. So let's do that now. Shanghai Girl, we will hold on to. Shamanara, I believe is how you pronounce that. We'll hold on to her for now as well. She's getting up there in age. Shadow Roll looks good as well. We'll hold on to her. Charming Tina. Now, Charming Tina is one of those that lacks stamina, but she has really good speed, really good acceleration, and extremely good start. So I'm going to hold on to her. Indolente. I think I can hold on to her as well. I think we might end up holding on to all of these. They're all pretty good. Last Resort. Last Resort speed is highly questionable, but she has stamina and a bit of acceleration. So for now, I think I'll hold on to her. And then Windsor Blue. Windsor Blue doesn't have stamina, doesn't really have much speed. She does have acceleration to start. You see how her offspring is done. She has one that has been put down and expired out the game. Then she has Magna Gracia. I don't know if that's pronounced right. Is this one of ours? Yeah, this is one of ours. Wayward Prince. Darn it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, that's Wayward Prince. So this is one of ours. She's done decent. And then this other one should be one of the new yearlings that we have. So let's see here. Windsor Blue. You know what? I think Windsor Blue will be the one that we let go of. What I'll do for now is return her to the main stable along with the other horses. We purchased her for $87,000, just under $88,000. In the next breeding sale, we'll look to part ways with her. So when we look back on our summary, you'll now see a fourth horse, which is Windsor Blue. We don't intend to race her. This also gives us an overview of where we are with things. So it shows our next declared race. Be Calm is going to race on February 13th. Gone Girl and Super Gift will be racing on the 21st. And this is their status. Green just means they're ready to go. This orange color means they're not in racing shape yet, but we're not so much worried about Windsor Blue. We just have her here so we don't so that we don't partner her with a stud, because we're going to look to part ways with her now at this point. Okay, so now what we want to do is, now that we got that squared away, we know our breeding operation is optimized currently. All of our studs are partnered up. Let's take a look at the sales calendar. See, these are the yearlings, or no, 2-year-olds. Yeah, these are the 2-year-olds that we just sold off in the previous episode. So we're going to be looking at this February 10th breeding sale, which is right before our first race. And we have 2 auctions. We have a third auction here as well before the race. So we have 3 auctions, or actually 4, 3 weekly auctions, and then a breeder sale prior to the race. So let's skip through and look at those to see, because we have money to play with. See if we can add to our stables. And at this point, I'm looking for elite of the elite. Mainly, I just want to sign, I only want to add graded horses. If they're not graded, I'm not that interested, to be honest, at this point. Because, you know, we already got a decent stable. We're just trying to add to it and elevate it. Okay, nope, none there. So let's see, okay, we got this breeder sale on the 10th and then another auction on the 11th. Okay, at this point, I will click the auction button for Windsor Blue. We'll take a look at who they have. Ooh, look at this. Okay, I like Dunlora. Oh, and look at her lineage. She's a grade 2. She comes from a grade 1 father. So I'm definitely gonna pull that one. I'll consider this 106, but she's not graded, and like I said, I'm trying to stick to graded horses. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go after Dunlora in this sale. Although, hold on, Magic of the Sea is a 2 grade, but she's only 90 rated. But I think that's because they raced her too long. This is a chart of her races and her ratings over the years, right? So she started out in 2001, just above what, 100, in between 100 and 110. And then you can see her progression over the years, over the races that she's ran, right? She went up as high as, it looks about 110 or so, and then her decline began before they, you know, put her into the breeding barn. So along the way somewhere, she became a grade 2 horse. See if there's anything that sticks out about her. The rating is kind of low, but then again, what she raced for 1, 2, 3, 4 years essentially. So she's a veteran. She's 7 years old. Let's see how long did Dunlora race. Oh, look at her. She didn't really decline that much over her races, and she ran more races. Look at all these races. Look at that. So I'm pretty sure her price tag will be steep. I'll try to pick up both of them, honestly. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. It depends on the price tag. 600,000? I don't know. That's like $1 million for that horse. She's a 1 miler, 950. 958. She's a 1-3. She's a long distance. All right, yeah, let's see. We'll try to go for blue. Okay, we got the first one for a little over 1.3 million. As long as Magic of the Sea stays below $1 million, I will try to snag her. But if she goes above $1 million, I think I'm gonna hold my horses, pun intended. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to pick her up for 828. Not that bad. So we spent about $2 million there to pick up 2 more mares. Let's take a look at our breeding to see. Okay, yep, they're ready to get paired up again. And we got now 2 more in the mix. So let's hook up King's Equity with, hook her up with Jim Tango. Let's just look at their stats. All right, not their stats, their attributes. Yep, those 2 are good. And then Rivers Rhapsody. I'm gonna hook her up with Rebel Du Marquis. He doesn't have much stamina, but I believe she has stamina. Yep, okay. Let me see her offspring. We'll see. Okay. Put those 2 together. Who else? Oh, here. The new one. You know what? I'm gonna hook her up with Double the Trouble. He seems to be good with his offspring, so put these 2 together. See what they come up with. Oh, you know what? We'll go from bottom up here so we can hook these higher ones up with higher guys on our list. So Magic of the Sea, that's a new hire, so to speak. Let's see how she looks with Buena Vista. Or let's just see how she looks in general. She doesn't have much stamina, so we gotta make sure he has stamina. And he does not, so let's find her another partner. I believe Wayward Prince has stamina. Yeah, he does. So we'll hook these 2 together. And then last resort, we will pair with, wait, hold on. Last resort. Okay, last resort has stamina, so we can actually hook her up with Buena Vista. And then Informed Agent is our last stud to hook up. He has decent stamina. Let's hook him up with her. And we'll call that a day. And real quick, let me take a look at my yearlings to see something here. Their dispositions. We got a couple excitable horses. I want to see who their parents are. Because why is he excitable? Double the Trouble is normal. Ah. Shamanara is excitable. We're gonna have to get rid of her. Damn it. And I think I may have paired her up already. Oh my goodness. That's fine. I mean, we'll still end up selling her. You know, we'll still end up making money off of her. But we're gonna have to get rid of her. Nope. Okay, good. We haven't hooked her up yet. So, let me return her to the stable. I did not catch that. That's my bad, y'all. I overlook this from time to time. And this is one of those times. Okay, and then let's find the other one. When I look at my yearlings. Ah, Takariri is excitable. We gotta get rid of her as well. Damn, but that we'll have to wait until next year. So I'll try to remember. She's a 102, so yeah, we gotta get rid of her. She's excitable. I did not catch that. That's totally my bad, y'all. Somebody should have said something. Alright, anyhow. So that, let me click this. Repeat unsuccessful pair. And again, I can't remember if this is on or off. Let me flip back to the jockeys. I can't tell which is on or off. Okay, I get it now. So now it's on. And that just means, you know, because sometimes you'll pair them up and they may not get pregnant. That's what this green F stands for, fertile. That just means this horse is fertile, or the stud, because the stud can have that icon as well. They also have a red F, and that's for the ones that have a hard time getting pregnant. Or you could say infertile. It doesn't mean they're completely infertile, it just means they have a harder time conceiving. So anyhow, oh yeah, okay, we can go ahead and put her on the auction block. So we're gonna sell 2 horses. We just bought 2, we're gonna sell 2. I think there's another auction on the next day, so let's see how that goes. We didn't make that much off of those 2. Damn. We lost, well, I won't say we lost money off of this one. We only sold her for $5,300. I could have put a minimum in there, but I never do that. I just want to get rid of them. We sold this one for $88,000, so we only made about a little over $90,000. See, these are the 2 horses in this auction. We're gonna skip those. All right, y'all. Here we go. The first race. Okay, this is just showing our travel. Get back out of that. Let me go to go. And then we'll just skip along until we find our horse in the race. Gotta go through this slow because sometimes I'll accidentally skip past. I'm looking here to see. Come on, where's our horse? Where's our race? Ah, here we go, y'all. Be calm. She's a 33-1. So she is not the favorite at all. She's way out there. Oh, another thing I want to say too is I'm not the best at gambling. They have this game, what I love about it as well, beyond the breeding system it has and the racing system it has, it wouldn't be a complete horse racing game if it didn't have a betting component to it. Now, I'm not really much of a gambler or a bettor in real life, so I can't even tell you how the betting actually works in depth. I do play around with it from time to time, but it's extremely surface level on my part because that isn't the main focus for me. This is just a side, sort of like side betting, right? Hold on, let me see what this blinking is. Oh, damn it. I think that's the damn race. My bad, y'all. Damn, I was gonna place a bet on this race, but I pressed that doggone button instead. All right, that's fine. So let me just talk through as it's showing the horses that are in this race and preparing for the race that I did not get to place a bet on. I have rules for myself for the betting. I'm gonna allocate a $100,000 budget, meaning once my gambling losses reach 100,000, then I'll no longer bet anymore. But we didn't even get to place a wager on this one. Let's just see how it goes.
And they're off. Number 4 missed the break. And the early leader is number 7 from number 5, number 3 and number 1. Number 4 is last.
Hold on.
Half a mile left to run. Number 3 is the leader from number 7.
I'm not a fan of this viewpoint, to be honest.
Number 6 is making ground.
Oh, you know what I
They
think
have
this
3
is?
furlongs left to run. Number 3 is the fractional leader from
Damn,
number
y'all.
7.
I completely messed up, y'all. My
left-handed.
bad. My bad on this first race. I think we're watching this in jockey mode. I think
A
that's
quarter
what
of a mile
that.
to run. Number 7 has the advantage from number 3.
I think that's
Number
what
6
that
ranges up on the outside.
thing was that we were looking at.
They're in the final furlong. Number 7's the narrow leader from number 6. Number 7 wins.
We won that race. I think what I did, we just ran that as the jockey. That's my bad completely. I didn't mean to do that. So another tidbit and background info, this is Starters Order 7, which has a feature where you could, obviously, like we just did, race as the jockey. Normally I play a different version of this game, which is the classic Starters Orders, where it's not the 3D racing. This one has the 3D racing. So damn, that's my bad, y'all. Anyhow, we won our first race. BCOM is now a grade 3 horse. That just wasn't the way I wanted to see it, to be honest, but that's okay. We learning together. And then we weren't able to place a bet on her or nothing, but totally fine, totally fine. Let's look at the form book. Let's see, it says dwelt, then soon recovered to lead, led after halfway, not hard pressed. Yeah, no, this was lightweight for her. I just wanted to see it from a different angle. But yeah, this is her time there. I think she did well. And we just won $19,666 for the first place. So BCOM wins her first race. You can see it here at the bottom. Finish is 1/5. So yeah, man, we're in the game. So now on the season and career. So being that this is her first year racing, again, they have to be 2 years old to race. That's why the 2-year-olds race, right? So 2 and above race. So her career and her season are gonna match, right? Because this was her first season of her career. So 1 win out of 1 race won $19,666. Let's go. So we can just skip the remainder of these races. That was the only one we had for that day. Then at the end of each race, there's an auction. We don't necessarily want to participate. That horse isn't that great, right? So now, as you can see, BCOM has earned her badge, and I knew she would, y'all. I knew she would. She's now a grade 2 horse, straight out the gate, right out the gate, pun intended. So our next 2 horses are going to run on February 21st. They have individual races on that day. Let me go back to the calendar to see, before we get to the 21st, we have another weekly auction in between. I'll check that out. Oh, and look at this. These are our achievements up here. We previously had one race, we jumped up to 4, but we got our first winner, our first 2-year-old winner, so that's 2 of them. And then, oh yeah, this was the previous medal we had, was your first million. We did that in like episode 1 maybe. And then we got our first group race win, so that's how we now have 4 medals. Forgot to call that out. So that's what this is up here, achievements. Alright. Nope, that's a no right there. Okay, boom, here we go. Let's go to the races and let's find our horses race. Remember, we got 2 different races here. So I'm gonna click through slowly so I don't over click it. Okay, here we go. Here's Gone Girls race. Now, honestly, like I said, I don't have the utmost confidence in these next 2, so I'm not gonna place a bet on these. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and place a bet just to show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna bet that she will, I won't bet that she'll win, I'll bet that she'll place. That's what this one is. And let's see, I'll just bet a meager $500. Alright, so that'll be that. So this is how we just watch the race instead of, see, that's where I messed up. I should have looked at this. It says, click to go to the race and ride your horse. I don't want to ride the horse. I want to watch the race. That's where we messed up last time. I was so curious because I saw it blinking. But anyhow, we won it anyway, so let's just go. Okay, so here's Gone Girl's first race. We're going to watch this one. They're getting loaded up, showing you who we're racing against. I don't even care about the odds. They've never seen her race before, although she doesn't have speed though, that's the thing. We'll see. See, this is the view that I wanted.
And they're off. And the early leader is number 5 from number 3. Number 5 has a good advantage from number 1. Half a mile left to run. Number 5 is a long way clear.
And see, here's
from
Gone
number
Girl.
1.
She's in the back, as you can see.
Turning left-handed.
That's her right there.
Number 2 is making ground. The leader goes easily.
Come on now.
A quarter of a mile to run. Number 5 is the leader from number 2. They're in the final furlong. Number 2 is well clear, and it's going to be a win for the favourite. The favourite crosses the line in first.
Gone Girl was in dead last. She did not look too good. So we basically just lost $500 there. Rear early, last halfway, never a factor. Yep, sounds about right. That's what we saw. So Gone Girl got smoked. Yeah, I saw we had no chance. Let's get to the next race. Okay, here we go with Super Gift. Let's see what she can do. I doubt it'll be much better than what we just saw from Gone Girl. We got So Fine, Free Speech, Silky Smooth, Gladys Gal, $10 bill. There's some good names in this one. Alright, let's see what it do then.
And they're off.
Damn, look at Super Gift way in the back. She didn't
Number
have no
6
kind of
missed the
start.
break. And the early leader is number 1 from number 3 and number 5.
Let me see. How do you zoom out a
Turning
bit?
left-handed.
Let me put on the fast forward.
Half a mile left to run. Number 1 has the advantage from number 3 and number 5. Number 5 is making ground. A quarter of a mile to run.
Okay.
Number 3 is the narrow leader from number 1.
Oh,
Number
look at
6
Super
just
Gift.
leads
Oh,
from
damn.
number 5, number 6, and number 3.
Hey, that's not
Number
bad.
2 takes it.
That's not bad. That's not bad, y'all. Super Gift did pretty good. She came in 3rd place. So I think she'll win some money out of that. We didn't put a bet on it, which is good, but yep. Number 3, Super Gift. Let's see on the form book. Number 3 got $1,300. So that's cool. She didn't win the race, but she did earn some money for us. As you can see here. Alright, so those are our 3 races. We finally we went this long just to get to that, but hey. I'm just mad that I didn't get to see Be Calm, man. That's alright. It's all good. Alright, let me check my breeding. Check on the breeding to see if the stallions are available. They are. Let's just pair these last 4 up so we know we're straight in that area. Okay, and then the last 2 shadow roll. I will put with double the trouble. Oh yeah, those 2 look like they may pair nicely. And then Charming Tina, I will put, wait, let me double check Charming Tina real quick. Okay, yeah, she's a sprinter with no stamina. Let's see if I can find her. Someone with stamina. Informed agent, maybe I keep calling informed award informed agent for some reason. I don't know what the heck. But anyhow, so boom. So we have all our mares paired up. Let's take a look at the yearlings we have, because we're gonna have. Oh no, not yet. Let's do it at the yearling sale. So let me look at the calendar. Now on March 1st we have our yearling sale. So let's make our way there and then go through the yearlings and see who we want to get rid of. So we're just gonna skip to March 1st. If there's a weekly auction in between, I may take a peek. Yep, let's take a peek. Nothing there that I want. Oh, real quick, just to show. So now that we have these horses, that we're racing, this number in the parentheses, that's how many days it's been since their last race. Okay. So just so you know what that is. And then this is their form, meaning where they placed in their last race. So BCOM was number 1 in her last race. She doesn't have a rating yet. It may take about 2 or 3 races to get her first rating. Same with the other 2, but you can see where they finished their last races. Gone Girl was last in 6th, and then Super Gift finished 3rd in her last race. And this is their career record, which again, their career matches the season. Okay, boom. So now we're on March 1st. Let's go take a look at our yearlings. And this is the same as the previous years, where we're just gonna go through this list to see which one of these yearlings we're gonna get rid of and which ones we're gonna keep to sell at 2 years old. And of that 2-year-old group, we'll see who will sell and who will keep to race. So, yep, Artistic is gone, giving her up. Barbican, oh, we're giving her up. Ooh, look at this one. Bobby Magrin, we're gonna keep, but him, that's a him. You know what, I'm gonna rename him. Bobby Digital. That's for those of you who don't know, who may not be into rap and hip hop. That's the RZA from the Wu-Tang, Bobby Digital. So I'm just gonna change this from Bobby Magern to Bobby Digital. Boom, y'all. See, this is what I love about the names. We can have some real fun with this. Again. Now, like I said before, I pre-record these episodes well in advance, but it does not mean that we don't want to do audience participation, right? So drop some names down in the comment. If you have some really dope horse names, yo, drop it down. And I keep forgetting, but I'm a next time, you know, in between this and the next episode, I'm gonna start coming up with some names to use as well. But yeah, all right, so Bobby Digital, boom. Okay, now Bridal Path, I think I'm gonna hold on to her as well, or at least for now, to the 2-year-old part. BuzzFix, let's see. Now, the determining factor that I'm using as to whether or not they're keepers or not is really this potential rating. So this one attribute, I'm solely basing it on this one attribute, right? And as you can see, these are the visual markers that I said. Remember, in the first episode, I mentioned that I'm not using any mods in this game. The only mod that I am using are the visual aids. So if you get this game straight out the box, you won't have these markers like this unless you modify it and upgrade it. I won't even get into that because, again, the purpose of this is not a tutorial. I'm just pointing that out. All right, so what I'm looking at is their potential rating. So this attribute line here is the same as this first attribute line there. So I can make the determination quickly by just looking here. But then sometimes if I want to see it in another way, I'll just look here and see, okay. So I'm looking at, this is the halfway point. So on a scale of 100, this is like 50% right here. So the determination for whether or not I keep the horse beyond 1 year old is this potential rating. Anything below 50%, I sell as a yearling. If the horse is over 50%, I'll hold on to it until it's 2 years old. And then on the 2-year-old crop, I'll just keep the cream of the crop. Like I did this past season. There were 8 2-year-olds at the beginning of the season. We sold 5 of them and kept the 3 fillies that we're racing now, right? So say all that to say, BuzzFix did not, what is this? Bucks Fizz, whatever that is, did not make the cut. So we're gonna put him up for auction and keep it moving. So that's what I'm looking for as I make my way through this list. She just made the cut. Oh, and again, being that this is the potential rating, you see how this bar is split into 2 shades? There's a darker shade and the lighter shade. The darker shade is their actual, you can look at it as that, and that lighter shade is their potential. And I'm basing my decision on their potential, okay? So we'll keep Camlin Rose. I may change her name after, but for now we'll leave as is. Oh, damn, look at this one. Catalina's Diamond. If this is 50, this right here is 75. She's a 75. Wow. Who are her parents? Hey, man. Double the Trouble is really, he's a good sire. He makes some good offspring. And her mother is a grade 1 horse. She's going to be good. She's going to be really good. I may change her name later. But for now, okay. Compete. Gotta get rid of her. She's up for auction. Didn't make the cut. Alina Rose. Ooh, it's another one we can keep. Fit Fighter. We just made the cut. He's over the halfway mark. Now that doesn't mean he's not gonna eventually get sold. It just means he won't be sold as a yearling. Granted. Ooh, see, if you notice, the quality of our yearlings is beginning to increase. They're beginning to rise. There's like less and less horses that we're selling as yearlings, essentially. Now, this one is right at the 50% mark, but I'm gonna go ahead and sell him because you got to be over. Oh, wait. Okay, no, I thought that was the speed, but that's the stat. This is, hey, it's not a bad looking horse. Bet you anything we get the most for this one. 2 Batista. Watch. Okay, King's Maiden made the cut. Oh, damn. Libertinas. Look, I'm telling y'all. See, the quality of our foals and our yearlings, it's increasing. Look at this, Norstock. Okay, we're gonna give up Petuna. She's right at the 50, but we're trying to make some sales here. And the competition is now rising, so. Look at this, because there's a lot that we get to hold on to. Oh yeah, man. I think we're in full swing now, guys. Who's I looking at just now? Really lovely. Okay, Romy Ray gotta go. Romani Ray. Silent Waters, gotta go. Sister Kit. Ooh, she made the cut. If you can see that, she's just barely over that 50% mark. We're gonna hold on to her. And then Tippering, he made the cut too, okay? And let me look right here on disposition. These 2 excitable horses compete. Yep, we gave him up. He was already on the auction block. And Norstock. Okay, so Norstock is excitable. Chances of us holding on to her are slim to none, but we're not gonna sell her as a yearling. We're gonna sell her as a 2-year-old because I believe even though she's excitable, we can still make a pretty profit off of this horse right here. So we're gonna hold on to her until 2. So I've gone through now and identified the yearlings that we're going to sell in this yearling sale here. All right, and I don't intend to buy any, so let's see what this does for our finances. Right now we're at 5.8 million. Once I click this, we're going to jump up. Okay, not that bad. It was less than what I expected, but then again, that's around, so we're back up to 7.9 million. These are who we sold. The lowest, Romani Rye, went for 77,000. The highest, okay, 2 Bautista didn't get the highest. I thought he would. He was up there though. He got 514,000 for him, but the highest went to Putuna, who went for 517,000. All right, so those are the yearlings that we dumped off. Now let's look at what's still in our. Damn, look at that, y'all. We still have 14 left. That means, and then most of these that we're gonna sell as 2-year-olds next year, yo, we're gonna make a lot of money off of this crop right here. And then we'll keep the cream of the crop. Either like the top 3 or the top whatever. Just the top ones out of this group are the ones we're gonna hold on to. And we got some money to continue to do our shopping. Okay, and then remember, we got BCom already situated for the year, so we don't have to worry about her. We just got to keep an eye out for our male, because when it comes time to register her in future races, we'll get mail alerts to let us know it's time to register her. For these other two, we just got to keep an eye out on them. It's only been 9 days since their last race. I typically wait until it's about 20 days before I start looking the schedule. It varies, but we'll see. And then status, this also lets you know when they're ready to go, really. I can click on here and it'll say let me see, let me find more maiden races for them. Okay, there's the cutoff line. Now you got to be careful with these races. You see how there's a maiden race and then there's this what's called a claiming race. So for those of you who are new to horse racing, again, as I mentioned at the top of the episode or earlier in the episode, maiden races are for horses that have never won a race. Not horses that have never raced, just horses that have never placed first in a race. And then you have claiming races. The way these work is you put a horse in the claiming race. So let's say if I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with Gone Girl. Instead of just putting Gone Girl up for auction, I can enter her in a claiming race. If she wins that race, she'll be auctioned off at the end of it. But that's not what we want to do. I'm just saying, I'm calling that out. I have made the mistake before of registering a horse for a claiming race. They end up winning the race and I end up losing the horse. It's always like a pain in the butt. And again, what I'm looking at here is distance from where we are. I think this is a good race right here in Florence, 932 miles away, less than 1,000 miles. There's only 4 horses in this race. Some are graded, one isn't. We are not graded yet. I'm gonna throw Gone Girl into this one. Then from here, let's just click up to Super Gift. Oh, okay, I think that picked us up from where we are. Let me just make sure I'm below the line. Okay, here's the declaration line. So anything after this. And again, this P just indicates that's where we have a horse in that race there. Ooh, right here. It's only 800 miles away and there are only 5 horses registered in this race. A 73, a 70, and the rest are... And then another thing to pay attention to that I try to remember to pay attention to is the weight. Sometimes they'll add on more weight to the horse depending on, you know, how much of a favorite and how far above the competition it is, just to try to even the playing field. So these first 3 horses here weigh 123 pounds, then the next 3 are at 120. So we got the next 2 races scheduled. Now let's take a look at the calendar to see where we are. So we use the calendar to basically orient ourselves. The next breeding sale is going to be on March 23rd. There's 3 auctions. Before that, I never participate in the 2-year-old sales. I like to build my own horses. So there's not a need for me to participate in those. So their next races, March 17, March 24, and what was that again? Okay, March 23rd, so it's all around the same dates. So let's make our way there. When I see the auctions, I'll take a peek to look at what's in them. Oh, damn it. There was an auction and I accidentally clicked. Damn, I hate when I do that. It's the worst when you do that on a race day. Oh, that drives me up the wall. That's the 2-year-old race. Okay, here we go. Nope, nothing we want out of that. Got a race coming up on the 17th here pretty soon. Boom, here we go. Gone Girl, second race. Let's see what she can do. are. Then I might put some more money on her. It's funny, our worst horse is the one I'm putting all my bets on so far, but that's okay. I'm not betting too much. Just want to put something on her. Let's go to a race and see what she does. See what she can do. This is a 6 furlong maiden race for 2-year-olds. Not sure what that C4 is. Oh, I think that's the grade actually. And it's on a dirt track. Gone Girl is not favored in this at all by any stretch of the imagination. And they're off. Okay, my bad, guy. I'm taking his spotlight.
Number 4 missed the break. And the early leader is number 2 from number 1. Number 2 is the clear leader from number 3.
Let's fast forward. Gone Girl
number 4
is number 5 right here in third place.
Number 2 has a clear advantage from number 3. Turning left-handed.
Damn, now she's in last place.
Number
Come on.
4 ranges up on the outside.
Ooh, here she go. Come on, Gone
Number 5
Girl.
staying on. They're in the final furlong. Number 3 has the advantage from number 1, number 4, and number 5. The favourite takes it.
Looks like she came in third, but there's only 5 horses in this race. That's that. Gone Girl did get third, but she didn't place, so we did not win that bet. See how much money that she get out of this. $1,100. It's not bad. We'll continue to race her to see if she can win something here. She's not going to win this one. So these are her 2 races. She's still not rated yet. So I guess it takes about 3 races to get rated. A rating. And that's probably around the time that I'll decide on whether or not to keep her or not. Because she's showing me what I kind of see in her, which is that I don't think she's that good. Here's the feedback on her, written as closer, which appeared to suit well enough. The trip appeared to suit well. The horse may do better against lesser competition. Because remember, this is a C4, so that's right outside of the top 3. But that's okay. Now, that's the only race we had for the day, so we could skip the rest of these. Again, this is the auction at the end of the race. Not interested in any of those. So boom, here we are. Back to our screen. Oh, let's check out the auction for the day. Nothing here that I would like to add. So let's keep it moving. See, our next race is on the 24th, but we got a breed sale on the 23rd. Right here. Okay. Proud Titania. Oh, she's a 116. Oh, okay. They got some horses on this one. Hold up. Exceedingly good. About $1 million. Damn, her thing is 1.4 mil. Oatly is 1.5 mil. Okay, I definitely want that one. I may have to let this one. Oh, she's long distance though. I don't know if I have money for all of them. Oh, and she's rated 120. Damn, that's a good horse right there. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get those 2, and then between these 2, it's a tough call. I don't want to completely get wiped out, even though, I mean, we got horses, so it's not like we won't be racing still. You know what? I'm gonna go for the big one. Actually, let me see. I might go for both of them. Yeah, I'm gonna go for both of them. Cause what, 1 million. Let's say exceedingly good goes for 1 million. If these two go for 2 million, that's 2, 4, 6. And then Proud Tatiana, let's say she goes for 1.5. This might pretty much take us off of the market for the rest of the season, but that's totally fine. Because as you can see, our quality is increasing by increasing the quality of horses we bring on. So let's do it. You gotta spend some to win some. Damn, I hope she can stay below 1.1 million. My goodness. Here's the next one. I hope she can stay under 2 million. We'll see how it goes. I doubt it. Looks like we'll get her for 1.8. Gotta be aggressive, y'all. You gotta be aggressive. I hope she can stay under 2.5. Oh yeah, okay, good. They want this horse, boy. Boom, we picked up 4 horses, took us from like 7 some odd million down to 1.5. But these are some heavy hitters that we're bringing on. They're all graded. 2 grade horses and a 1 grade horse. And they're all over 100 rating. So we just really upped our stock here, y'all. Big time. Let's take a look at our studs to see if they're available. They are. Let's get them paired up. Oh damn, and I'm tripping. I wasn't even looking at disposition. I was looking at everything but. Let me just make sure we didn't strike. Oh, we struck out there with Oatly. But you know what? I'm still gonna pair her up. Damn it, y'all. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I keep doing that, huh? I'm still gonna pair her up so we can make money off of her. We just won't keep her. That's my bad, y'all. So we're gonna have to get rid of her. But like I said, I'm gonna make a baby off of her, and then so there's 2 excitable horses we're gonna have to get rid of next year. But I'm gonna make money off them first before I do that. Okay, let's hook her up with him. That should be a good pairing. Who was it? Was it Oatly? Yes, Oatly. Damn it, Oatly is freaking excitable. That's my bad, y'all. Damn, I gotta pay more attention. And we spent the most on this. I cannot believe that. I may keep her around for a couple years just to try to recoup my money. But really, I mean, one good sale can make up for that, actually. Let's hook her up with Jim Tango. Let's see, how is he? He's laid back. So hopefully they can come out in the middle with a normal offspring. See, she's on 1.2 miles. She don't have that much speed, but she does have the stamina. Oh, I think these two, they can make a baby that's not excitable. Ooh, wait. Let's hook her up with Double the Trouble, my main man. Double the Trouble is like my best stud by far, y'all. I mean, his offspring has just been really, really. Like I said, the 3 horses that we're racing now are all his. They're all siblings from him. Okay, and this last one, exceedingly good. She doesn't have much in the stamina department. So we're gonna put her with informed award here. I think his stamina is decent enough. Yep. Okay. So we got them all paired up. With this 1.5, I don't think I'm gonna continue on with bringing on more horses. I don't want to run the risk of going negative at all, especially now that we're racing. So we're gonna keep all of that we can. I mean, we could probably get another $1 million horse actually, if I could find a stud. If I find a stud, no more mares though, but if I find a stud that's graded in one of these auctions, I just may do that. Oh, okay, Gone Girl did get her rating. She's at 54. That's not good enough. I may end up selling her in a 2-year-old race. Oh, and we got one coming up on the 29th, y'all. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of Gone Girl, actually, on the 29th. Super Gift has a race tomorrow. So let's go there. So we can pick up her rating to see if we need to drop her off on the 29th as well. Okay, here we go. Let me put a couple wagers on her. First wager, I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's bet she wins it. Put 2,000 on it. And then another one just saying that she'll place. Wait, they're not gonna let me do that? What's up? I thought this would be updated, but I guess not. Okay, we'll see. Let's go ahead and race. Let's see what it do. Okay, this is a 6 furlong, C4 grade, maiden 2-year-old dirt race. We only got 4 horses in it, so somebody has to win. And hopefully it's us. We have the lowest probability, but we'll see.
And they're off.
I held back that time. I let him get his shine on.
Number 2 missed the break. And the early leader is number 3 from number 4. Number 3 is the leader from number 4. Turning left-handed.
Super Gift in second. Let's
the
fast forward.
favourite is last.
Come
Half
on.
a mile left to run. Number 3 is the leader.
Come on,
number
Super
4.
Gift. Come on, Super
3
Gift.
furlongs left to run.
Ooh,
Number 4 just
Super Gift.
leads from number 3 and number 2. The favourite staying on
Come on,
late
Super
top.
Gift. No, no.
Number 4 is the leader.
Damn
from
it.
Number 1.
That horse came out of nowhere.
Number 1 takes it.
I think we still hopefully win one of our bets though. Alright, that's cool. Let's see the form book. The Super Gift there in second place. The prize money, $2,762. I think we pretty much bet it all away, but that's fine. That still goes on her record. See, it says ridden in pack, which appeared to suit well enough. Got the distance well. Alright, it is what it is. That was our only race of the day. Here's the auction of the day. Nothing good there. Skip that. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna hold on to Super Gift. Her rating came out at 80. Gone Girl, we're gonna get rid of. Yeah, because Super Gift at least has speed, you know? She just doesn't have stamina. Whereas when you look at Gone Girl, she doesn't really have speed or stamina. and then that rating just sealed the deal for her. So let's see who's on. Yeah, that's a 112, but it's not a graded horse, so we're gonna let her go. I'm not gonna press for her. Because at this point, I only want to bring on more graded horses into our breeding operation. Let me just get past this day so I can look at the calendar to confirm that there's a 2-year-old sale on the 29th, all right? Oh, and then it's also time to register. Oh, okay, and we don't have to do anything. They register her for us, so that's cool. I'll go ahead and delete that. So BCOM's next race is going to be on May 4th. She's been registered. And, oh, okay, and we're on 2-year-old sale today, so we're going to give up Gone Girl. Go ahead and put her in the auction. Rated at a 54. Let's see how much we get for her. We're at 1.5 now. Let's see what it does. Damn, we didn't get that much. Only about maybe 300 something thousand. Oh, 400. That's not that bad. 492, 659. Hey, better than nothing. And like I said, I don't think she didn't really make the cut for us, to be honest. All right, so that's that. Now let me see if what are the next sales coming up. Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on some of these auctions because, again, I'm looking for a stud. I'm looking for a graded stud, actually. So as soon as I come across a graded stud that's over 100 in rating, if I come across one, I'm snagging them. Okay, none there either. All right, let's see if we can find another race for Super Gift. And at this point, we're gearing down here on the episode, but I just want to go ahead and schedule her for her next race before we close out completely. So let me just see. Where's the line? Where's the cutoff line? Oh, there it is. Okay. Looking for that declaration penalty cutoff. Horses are not Super Gifts. Let's look at Super Gifts really quick. I don't think she can do a mile. I'm gonna try to keep her to anything below a mile. So there's a graded race there in April, but I don't want her for that. It's a mile. Okay, boom. There we go. April 29th. We have a maiden race. Only has 5 horses in there. It's not that much money, but that's okay. We're just trying to get her her first win. So I'll enter her here. She should have a good chance. She's head and shoulders above these other horses that are in this race, and her weight is down in the race. Let me just check on Be Calm real quick for the race that she has coming up. Where's that race at? Oh, it doesn't even show up yet because it's in May. So, and this, oh, yeah, it doesn't show up yet. This only goes through May 14th. And Be Calm's next race is, oh, wait a minute. On May, oh, it's before the line. Okay, hold on. Let's scroll up. Damn. Okay, it's just not showing it at all. Okay, that's fine. That's because you know it's beyond the point that anyone can sign up for it, I guess. So anyhow, that'll just about do it for this episode, y'all. We are at April 8th. Now that we're racing, it's gonna take a little bit longer to make our way around the calendar, but that's totally fine. That's the point of this. It was good to get a couple races in there. We had to sell off Gone Girl, so we're down to 2 horses now that we're racing for the remainder of this season, as well as you know, the horses that we got breeding and the yearlings that we have on deck, which when we come back on the next episode, between now and the next episode, I'm gonna try to come up with some more names. Let me see, I need 1, 2, 3. Let me just take note. I need 3 male names and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11 female names. And technically, I need 2 male names because I already renamed Bobby Digital. So when I come back, I'm gonna try my best to rename the rest of these horses, or at least the ones that don't already have decent names. But yeah, y'all, that'll do it for episode number 4. We are finally in the game. When we come back, we will continue on with the greatness. Until then,
For the old man.
that's right, that's who it is. We'll see you next time. Peace out.